Today is a historic day for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin is now worth over $1 trillion in market cap, and Ethereum just surpassed $2,000 mark. Welcome to San Fran Crypto, where we help you navigate the wild and wonderful waters of the crypto sea, helping you bridge the gap from the old money world to the new. I wanted to give a big shout out and thank you for everyone who subscribed to my channel, including helping me reach my goal that I set and shared for last month, for the month of January, of 50 subscribers. So yeah, thanks again. I appreciate all of you for subscribing and sharing with your friends perhaps as well. So yeah, much thanks, much appreciation. I do have a new goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this month. So we've got 10 days. I think I'm up to 54 subscribers. So need another 46% to go to hit the 100 subscriber mark in 10 days. So 4.6 subs per day. Let's see if we can make that happen. If you do appreciate the content, make sure to hit the like, the subscribe, the notification, and the bell button, and also love to have you leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section as well. Before we get started, just usual disclaimer here: I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. So make sure that you're consulting a financial advisor before making any investments. That being said, it's time to put your flower pedal to the metal because we're going to San Fran Crypto. So on the last video, which was a little over 5 weeks ago, and my apologies for not getting a video out between that last one and now. I have been slacking, admittedly, and yeah, I need to be releasing videos on a much more frequent basis because so much has changed and evolved in the past 5 weeks. It's truly insane, and so I'm committed to providing more timely updates. Because a lot of this is time-sensitive information. And yeah, so that being said, the last video, January 10th, Bitcoin was at, it had hit 40,000. I think it was 38,000 the time I recorded the video. Right now, I believe it's around 55, 56,000. So Bitcoin's up about 40% since the last video. As for the total cryptocurrency market cap, the last video, it had hit $1 trillion. Right now we're looking at $1.75 trillion. So the total cryptocurrency market cap is up about 75% over the past a little over a month, 5 weeks, which is crazy. We're definitely in a bull run, 100%. So, yeah. Also in the last video, I had mentioned that Bitcoin was bigger than Netflix, Zoom, Uber, Square, Spotify, and Shopify combined in terms of their market cap. Well, I am proud to announce that with Bitcoin's recent price appreciation, it remains larger in market cap than all of those companies, in addition to Airbnb and Twitter. So yeah, Bitcoin is a beast right now. It has been for months. Yeah, so the rest of the video, so we're going to go over some of the biggest news story, like I said, over the past 5 weeks or so, in chronological order, starting with 5 weeks ago and then working our way to current time. And then we're going to dive into the markets and take a peek at the latest and greatest insanity with the price action. Alrighty. So the first piece of news from about 5 or so weeks ago was Anchorage became the first OCC-approved national crypto bank. So that was pretty huge. I do have a lot of news since it's been 5 weeks. My apologies. So I'm just going to just do a cursory glance at a lot of these, just so we can be as efficient as possible and just hit the highlights. So a LeBron James NFT, non-fungible token, sold for over $71,000. And it's essentially a video clip of LeBron James dribbling down the court and dunking. It was a breakaway dunk against the Trailblazers. So yeah, maybe it's like a 10 or 15 second clip. I don't have it on me right now, but just imagine a short video clip, LeBron dribbling down the court, does a nice dunk. It's in the form of an NFT, non-fungible token. It's and it sold for $71,000. So there you go. That person who bought it has full exclusive ownership over it, and they can choose to hold it as a digital asset or sell it, potentially for even more than $71,000. Harvard, Yale, and Brown have been buying Bitcoin for at least a year. They've been buying it directly from Coinbase. So seems like everyone's coming out of the woodwork these days to let the world know that they're cool with the cryptos as well. That they were doing it before it was cool, or yeah. Ray Dahlio recently, this is January 28th, wrote a paper entitled "What I Think of Bitcoin." I haven't read it yet, to be honest. It's been on my list for a few weeks here, but it's really long, which is great. And it's also a little daunting for me, to be honest. But you could see it's really elaborate and extensive of an analysis. I'm really curious to see what he says. Yeah, bit of a novel here, but I'm sure it's great. And his hedge fund is called Bridgewater. So if you want to take a peek at this paper yourself, bridgewater.com, or just Google Ray Dalio Bitcoin. This should pop up. All right, next we have the mayor of Miami, who's extremely bullish on Bitcoin, a huge advocate, and Mayor Francis Suarez. So what is he saying? Miami is considering giving city employees the opportunity to get their salaries paid in Bitcoin. Local fees and taxes could be paid in Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency. And last of all, the city's treasury might place some of its investment capital into Bitcoin, which would be a first for major cities in the US and perhaps in the world. This is insane. Next, we have Soulja Boy, who is I think he's a hip hop artist who recently partnered with Zilliqa to release audio-visual or visual audio NFTs. Only 10 were released, and it's another opportunity to own a digital asset that is scarce in its supply, and it's easily storable, transactable. You know, if you want to sell it, flip it for profit, you can do that. So this is a emerging medium for artists, whether you're musicians or visual artists. Yeah, this is starting to catch on for many reasons, but we'll get into that a little bit more in a bit. Arguably the biggest piece of news over the past 5 weeks or so was the World 2021 Bitcoin Summit that Michael Saylor here, CEO of Microstrategy, hosted. It was a virtual conference. And I believe over 1,000 executives attended the conference. And he basically schooled them on Bitcoin, on what it is and how you buy it and how you get approval from your board and what are all the legal ramifications of doing so. And it was free to attend. I attended it virtually, some of it. What I could, what was within my schedule. But yeah, you can see he had some pretty incredible special guest speakers at the conference. Really kind of a who's who of the cryptocurrency corporate community. So you can see here Mike Novogratz of Galaxy Digital. This guy, Tom Jessup from Fidelity Digital Assets. We had a fellow from Coinbase, a fellow from Binance, the two largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. We had the CEO of Grayscale, the largest crypto asset manager in the world. We had the CEO of Kraken, NYDIG. Yeah, really incredible conversations between Michael Saylor and these individuals and others. Yeah, pretty historic stuff. Yeah, so what was spawned from this? Theoretically, was this. Elon Musk announcing that Tesla had bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, as well as they're planning to accept Bitcoin as a payment at some point in the future. So I had heard prior to the summit that, or maybe it was during the summit, that Elon had sent some people from his treasury department to attend it. So yeah. And it was announced that he did partner with Coinbase. He bought the Bitcoin through Coinbase, or Tesla did, I should say. So IOHK is the company behind Cardano, input, output, Hong Kong, on the brink of securing a massive Cardano government contract in Africa. So this is massive, obviously. And this is from February 8th. We could be getting an announcement any day now. I know Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of IOHK and founder of Cardano, has been teasing this more recently. So yeah, I suspect that announcement's right around the corner, and it's gonna be huge. I mean, sounds like an opportunity to onboard millions of citizens of whatever country in Africa into the Cardano blockchain ecosystem to trial it out with a real world use case. Pretty amazing. So the director of African operations for IOHK says, said, what I can say is that we are at the final stages of a large government contract that would have multi-million users being onboarded onto the platform for real-world blockchain implementation. So they're also in talks with South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. Another 15 African countries will be added to the list in the near future. So yeah, this is massive. Here you go. Here's another one. We have quite reasonable plans to onboard 100 million users on this identity platform within the next year or two. This might seem ambitious, but actually the scale of the African continent means that it's quite realistic, O'Connor explained. Ethereum futures launched a couple weeks ago on the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, largest futures trading exchange in the world. Doesn't seem to be hurting the price of Ethereum since at all, so that's good. Lionsgate becomes the latest Hollywood studio to bring content to Theta Network. Lionsgate is a big movie production company, I believe out of Vancouver. I remember when I was living up there, I saw probably their studio. Some big signs and gates and big gates with lions on them. Just kidding. Lionsgate will kick off on Theta.tv streaming with movie night screenings of mainstream hits like American Psycho and the Blair Witch Project, as well as cult horror classics like Leprechaun and The Wicker Man. Starting in early March, running through the summer. And they already have a partnership with MGM, Theta that is. Part of a larger strategy of innovating and driving new monetization models in the entertainment space. Major media companies have rightly moved to digital-first strategies in the last 5 years, and the next step is for monetization to undergo its own digital transformation. That begins with Theta token rewards for users that participate in video streaming and sharing, but soon will expand to include NFTs, non-fungible digital assets, as a way for entertainment companies to generate new incremental revenue streams. Imagine if film and TV buffs could own a piece of all-time classic characters or moments from their favorite shows and movies, or a part of an upcoming blockbuster. It's an untapped market in the fast-growing NFT space, and we think the media and entertainment industry today is ready to lead the mainstream adoption for NFTs and blockchain technologies. Yeah, I think this is going to be huge. We're seeing similar use cases in the sports industry. That Lebron James NFT that just sold for $71,000. I imagine it's going to be the same thing with movies and TV shows. Instead of a dunk, it's going to be that romantic kiss on the beach, between, so-and-so actor and actresses and so on and so forth. It's going to be massive. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. So this is super mind-blowing. So there's a virtual plot of land, or a land bundle, recently sold for $1.5 million. This is virtual land. It doesn't exist except online. It sold for $1.5 million. So this is the kind of following, fervor, phenomenal gains possible already with NFTs. And it's just getting started. I can't even imagine where this is going. So there you go. So a bundle of 9 Genesis plots, whoops, sorry about that, sold for 888.25 Ethereum, which I'm guessing is worth a lot more now than on February 9th, 11 days ago. Now that Ethereum is pushing past $2,000 a pop, that would give us close to $1.8 million now. And here's a list of the most expensive game NFTs. So 1.5 million for the land plots. An alien sold for $747,000. It originally sold for $2,000 bucks. Over 3.5 years ago. So is that it? Oh my God. Wow. So this one sold for 20,000, 20,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 24,000. It's a little late here. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me, but It looks like that says $1.21 million. That can't be right. And then this says 24.09 M. Unless I'm missing something. Someone's selling for $24 million. You can see the same alien punk dude down here sold for $24,000. So it's possible this character who purchased this for 24K is trying to flip it for 24 million, which would be 1000x flip. Yeah, I don't know. What else? Formula One. Let's look at the Dragon. Sold for $170,000. It's a crypto kitty. So I guess they purchased it for 170K, and they're asking 600 ETH for it now, which is $1.2 million. Interesting. Let's look at one more. Let's look at the Angel. So this one, they're asking for 999 ETH, which is worth $2 million. There you go. All right, moving along here. I think you get the point. Andrew Yang, former presidential candidate, who is running for mayor of New York City, says that he'd make New York City a hub for Bitcoin if he was elected the mayor. Here's his tweet. As mayor of New York City, the world's financial capital, I would invest in making the city a hub for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So there you go. Next piece of news, Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z are doing a collab, but no, it's not a musical collab. It's a Bitcoin collab. And they're putting 500 Bitcoin into a trust to support Africa and India. Jack says it'll be set up as a blind, irrevocable trust, taking zero direction from us. Yeah, not much else to say there, except very interesting. Airdrops. So 1inch recently had a second wave airdrop about a week ago. I was fortunate to be one of the lucky recipients of it. And this one was first of its kind. Andrei Shevchenko here of Cointelegraph. I don't know if he was the originator, but somebody coined, pun intended, this term vampire airdrop. And so basically what happened here is, so for those who don't know, 1inch is a DEX aggregator, so decentralized exchange aggregator. So it takes Uniswap liquidity from Uniswap, SushiSwap, any other DEXs, possibly KyberSwap, and it aggregates them and basically acts as a broker. I guess it's an analogy I can use. And so they decided to get people's attention. So what you needed to do to qualify for this airdrop is you needed to use Uniswap at least 20 times on 20 different days. And then I think you also had to use Uniswap at least 3 days this year, 2021. I am a very active Uniswap user, so like I said, I did qualify. I earned 239 1inch tokens, which at the time of the airdrop were worth, I think, $1,250, $1,250, something like that, which was awesome. So anyways, the reason they did that, you're probably asking yourself, well, why are they rewarding Uniswap users with their native token? That makes no sense. Well, that's what I thought too, until I learned how brilliant and genius of a move it was, because in order to claim the tokens, you had to go to the 1inch exchange in order to do it. And so they're basically looking to attract new customers. Not only customers, but frequent users of Uniswap. They're looking to attract those people to 1inch, to start using 1inch instead. So yeah, I thought it was very, very clever, very creative, and I'm interested. I'm more interested in using 1inch now. Also because I own the tokens, and so I have more of a vested interest in the exchange and its success. And so yeah, very interesting. On the topic of airdrops, I don't know when the airdrop happened, but I did claim, I was made aware of a Rarible airdrop a few days ago, past week or so. So that was pretty awesome. So I think for anyone who purchased NFTs on Rarible, or maybe created them, sold them, I'm not clear on the qualifications for that one, but yeah, I bought some NFTs and I got to claim, like, what was it, 64 Rari tokens, which yeah, the price has been coming down, but at the time, again, it was worth, like, I think $1,500 or something amazing. And then I just got an airdrop today or yesterday for ZWAP. I'm not sure if that's the proper pronunciation, but it's ZWAP, W-A-P. It's the token for ZilSwap. So ZilSwap is the swap exchange for Zilliqa. Yeah, and that was got like 4 ZWAP or ZWAP tokens, and it's worth like $1,000. That's pretty amazing. All you had to do for that one is just do one transaction on ZilSwap. I did one months ago, and yeah, so that's pretty awesome. In terms of upcoming airdrops, these are never announced in advance. However, you can speculate on which platforms you think may be more likely to have an airdrop, an incoming airdrop. And one potential airdropper would be MetaMask. So if you've used MetaMask, if you've used the swap feature on MetaMask, if MetaMask was to release their own native token, and you've used MetaMask, maybe you've swapped on it, you may be eligible for an airdrop. So I'm targeting that, and also OpenSea. OpenSea is a very popular marketplace for NFTs, domain names, different digital collectibles, art, trading cards, stuff like that. So I would not be surprised if OpenSea launches their own native token and does so in the form of an airdrop. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Totally speculating here, but I am planning to do a transaction on OpenSea ASAP so that I could qualify potentially for an airdrop in the future. So Mark Cuban is really into NFTs right now. If you follow him on his Twitter or YouTube him, you will need not any more convincing on that. So he calls them a game changer, and let's scroll down here. So he's already creating his own NFTs. He's been doing it on Rarible, and I think other platforms as well, and making good money off of it. And so I think he's looking to incorporate NFTs into his revenue stream for the Dallas Mavericks. So here you go. NFTs are built on Ethereum. NFTs are unique and digitally verifiable tokens that cannot be freely swapped between one another. They have become particularly popular in the digital art world, enabling artists to tokenize editions of their work. Sorry. Oh, this is getting away from me. There we go. Cuban described the ability for artists to receive perpetual commission for their work via tokenization as game-changing. If you're a professional photographer, you should be putting your stuff on Rarible, an NFT marketplace, Cuban said. And same with music or music video. Instead of it being on YouTube, put it where you can tokenize it and keep on getting paid. So what's super incredible, revolutionary, transformative about NFTs, there's a few things, but one of them is that as a creator, so you create an NFT, right? You create this digital art piece, whatever it is. You put it up for sale in an NFT marketplace, whether it's Rarible or OpenSea or somewhere else, and someone buys it, right? You get revenue off that. The marketplace, I believe, gets a cut as well. And then if that owner of your NFT decides to resell it, you get paid again. And if that new owner decides to sell it, you get paid again. So every time that NFT gets sold to a new owner, you get a cut. So it's pretty unreal kind of potentially perpetual, indefinite revenue stream. All right, next, BlackRock's Rick Ryder. I believe it's the chief investment officer for BlackRock, the largest asset management firm in the world. I think they have $8.7 trillion assets under management. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right, or somewhere around that number. So they just announced that they're starting to dabble in Bitcoin. So the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, announces he's investing 1.5 billion into Bitcoin through Tesla. And now the world's largest asset management firm is starting to dabble in Bitcoin. I mean, even dabbling at that scale of what $8.7 trillion assets under management could be massive. And think about the flashing green lights this creates for anyone in the investment space. So that's pretty big stuff. MicroStrategy, back to MicroStrategy. So if their 70,000 Bitcoin wasn't enough already that they purchased with 100% of their company treasury, they're now raising more money to buy more Bitcoin. They're going to raise another $900 million to buy more Bitcoin, which means they'll be purchasing. This is from 3 days ago. Excuse me. Whatever the price is, likely they're just going to keep buying it. They already did this. They did a round of fundraising for, I can't remember the amount, but it was hundreds of millions of dollars. So this will probably push them into the couple $1 billion number invested into Bitcoin, and then the value is going to be 2 or 3x that, because they started buying it at, I think, 10K or something. Yeah. Back to NFTs. So a Spider-Man NFT sold for 12.75 Ethereum as Marvel comic artists land on Ethereum. So this is over $25,000 for this. Let's see, is this a video? No, it's an article. So that there, $25,000 right here. All right, moving on. So the first Bitcoin ETF was approved in Canada. First in North America was approved in Canada. Go Canada. And and it launched this week. And it roared in its debut with 165 million bucks in trading volume. If that wasn't cool enough, then a second one launched today. Sorry, this one's called EVIT on the Toronto Stock Exchange. And this one was I'm not seeing a ticker symbol. Oh, there it is. BTCC. Canada leading the way. I like it. Skip that one. Utrust. recently announced a partnership with Shopify. They say we're tapping the largest e-commerce platform in the world. The waiting list is open for new merchants who want to join. So Utrust is a crypto company that allows people to well, it allows merchants to receive payments with cryptocurrencies, and then I believe they can choose whether to convert it to fiat currency automatically or not, or just keep it as crypto. So I think this is going to be huge for Shopify and for Utrust. So great partnership. And they already have a merchant here called Watch of Wales, leading name in luxury watches. They're the first Shopify store accepting payments through Utrust. So I'm sure we'll be onboarding many more to come. Couple more, actually, last piece of news. So Gene Simmons of KISS has been engaged in a tweet storm recently, advertising his purchase of Cardano. He bought $300,000 worth of Cardano ADA tokens a couple days ago, and he's been tweeting on and on and on and on and on about it. So there you go. Crypto is officially going mainstream. All right. All right, let's jump into the markets here. Do a refresh. Okay. Cool. So Bitcoin, 55.6K, amazing. And there's our market cap, hanging on over the $1 trillion milestone mark. Beautiful. Ethereum still hanging on over $2,000 with a market cap of $231 billion. Binance Coin recently launched to the #3 spot, coming in at just a hair under $300 a coin, with a market cap of $45.7 billion. Crazy. Polkadot launching, $37.86. I was loading up on this guy at $3 and up to $6. So my average is, I think, $4.60. Yeah, this is a monster, and I think it's just getting started. Cardano, speaking of monsters, it's been on an absolute tear as well lately. It's breached the $1 mark, $1.05. XRP is hanging on pretty nicely, even given the SEC lawsuit going on. Litecoin doing well, $240. Chainlink, close to $35. Bitcoin Cash, $7.27. Stellar, 52 cents. Oh wow. Uniswap is launching, up 30% today, last 24 hours. Perfect, because I just bought back into it a couple days ago. $27 for Uniswap. $8 billion market cap. What else? Aave is rebounding from a correction last few days, close to 480 bucks. Cosmos doing well. Theta up to 371. Synthetics 24 bucks 70 cents. I'm really just highlighting the coins that I own. I can't cover them all, obviously. Or I might point some out that I like and I'm thinking of getting to. Avalanche hovering around the 40 buck mark. The graph is 239, Elron 152. Makers slowly climbing. Celsius is at a bit of a standstill. I think this is undervalued, not financial advice. You do you, but this is just my personal opinion. On their live stream this morning, technically, they were talking about their growth, which seems pretty extraordinary. Like the rate of growth just continues to explode. Measured by different metrics, whether it's new users, assets under management, team building. I mean, the numbers are going up in all those areas, and the price isn't moving at all in relationship to that. Also, they have some major announcements coming shortly. Some, I believe, tier 1 exchanges that are going to be listing them, and also some other partners that have, what is it, like between 1 and 300 million users. So should be interesting. Yeah. If I didn't have any Celsius right now, I'd be buying more, but I already have a ton. So yeah. Kusama, 230 bucks. That's the test net for Polkadot. It's been on a tear lately. Holy crap. Ooh. I'm regretting selling this guy last year. Ravencoin up 110% for the past 24 hours. Wow. I bought and sold this around 2 cents about a year ago. Whoops. That's a 10x I missed. Oh well. Wow. Pancake swap. Zilliqa's doing well, hovering around 15 cents. Luma. Ren's been on a tear lately. Icon's been doing really well. Voyager's, yeah, doing really, really well. Digibyte, 8 cents. Hedera, 15 cents. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Oh, this is nice. Polygon is the rebrand of Matic Network. It's now 19 cents. It's up 54% the past 24 hours. I got really lucky. I had a sneaking suspicion this was heavily undervalued a week or two ago. And so I had a small position, and then I added significantly to it at like the 4 cent mark. Yeah, that couldn't have been more than maybe it was 2 weeks ago. But that's amazing. Matic is a really a key layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. So I wonder if they have an announcement or something to support that. Massive price increase. Anything else notable here that I own or want to own? No. All right, let's look at the top gainers. Ravencoin, 110%. Polygon, aka Matic, 54%. Dodo, I'm not sure what that is, but that's been popping up lately. 49%. Uniswap, 30%. Sushi, 18%. Ren, 18%. Binance Coin up 16%. Polkadot, 15%. Voyager, 13%. Cardano, 13%. Digibyte, 11%. Zilliqa, 10%. Aave, pretty much 10%. Synthetics, 9%. Graph, 8%. Maker, 6%. All right, let's look at the biggest losers. Not very much. Look at the difference between the gainers. Yeah, between 21% and 110 on the first page. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty normal considering we're in the heat of a bull run right now. The top gainers are consistently exceeding the top losers by far. Let's look at the 7-day performance. Holy moly. Ravencoin's up 377.8% for the week. Dodo's up 251%. PancakeSwap, which is the Uniswap clone, essentially on Binance Smart Chain for much lower fees than on Uniswap due to the Ethereum fee issue with congestion. Anyways, up 120% for the week. Binance Coin, 117.5%. Crypto.com making a comeback, 68%. Voyager, 63%. Let's take a look at this. This coin is insane, what it's done lately. So that's its 1-year chart, and so fun fact, I bought it around here at 15 cents. I sold it right about here, about a month later, for like 18 cents. So I made a profit. You know, I made whatever, I don't know, 50 bucks, 75 bucks, 100 bucks. But now it's worth it's $5.58. So what's 558 divided by 15 cents? It's a frickin' lot. I'll tell you that. That would be 35. It's like a 30, I think it's a 37x. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely kicking myself for that one. I didn't have a lot invested at the time, but yeah, the 37x would have been pretty sweet right now. Anyways, I did buy back into it at like 230 or 240. So yeah, so I'm doing great. That's one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to get angry at coins. You don't want to hold grudges against coins. You don't want to resent them. Um, just because you made a mistake, just because you sold something prematurely to it going parabolic like I did, um, it doesn't mean there isn't a tremendous amount of upside potential still ahead once you realize that. Um, um, you know, you can still act on it. You could still capitalize on future gains. What's in the past is in the past. Leave it there, and then look forward. Does this have price increase potential from this moment forward? If so, then you may want to consider investing in it. So that's what I did, and yeah, I'm happy about that decision. Yeah, because I think this has tremendous potential for appreciation. It's only 1.2 billion. Coinbase IPO. I heard today they're thinking maybe around like $80 billion. These guys have infinitely better customer service than Coinbase, and it's almost it's probably like 75 times smaller, right? And then Binance Coin, right? I mean that's now close to $50 billion coin. Again, so that's what is that, like a 40x, something like that. Yeah, from here. So Voyager is just in the US right now. It has plans to expand internationally. I hear a lot of great feedback from people in my community. They love the platform. You can earn interest on it on a lot of cryptos. So, yep, I'm excited for the future for this guy. Do I wish I had held it since 15 cents? Of course. But yeah, we live and we learn. We move on. Back to our 7-day. That was Voyager. There it is. Icon up 55% for the week. Polygon / Matic 53%. Kusama 50%. Ren 41.5%. Polkadot up 32.6% for the week. Bitcoin Cash 26%. Zilliqa 26%. Theta 23%. Litecoin 22%. Uniswap 20%. Digibyte 18%. Bitcoin 17.5%. Cardano 14.5%. Chainlink 13.5%. Cosmos 12.7%. Let's look at the biggest losers for the week. Huh. Wow, that's pretty underwhelming. Funny, the first three all start with A's. Yeah, the biggest loser is 19% versus the biggest winner is 377%. And in order to get to only an 18% gain, you'd have to scroll, yeah, all of that to discover that. All right, guys, that's all for today. I'm fading here. It's been a long day. A lot of excitement, a lot of adrenaline. Yeah, a lot of energy expenditure. hitting the refresh button, seeing Ethereum surpass 2K, seeing Bitcoin up at 55, 56K, surpassing $1 trillion in market cap. Yeah, incredible day, and I'm incredibly exhausted. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications and the bell buttons, and if you're able to help me with my goal, 100 subscribers in the next 10 days, I would immensely appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and just a little glimpse into some future videos I'm going to be doing. You know, I want to apologize. I did promise a monthly portfolio update videos, and I'm behind by 20 days on that. However, I did take a snapshot of my portfolio on the 1st of the month, 1st of February. So I do have the material available to me to create that video. So it will be accurate to the monthly time frame. So look out for that video coming out in the near future, as well as a CoinGecko overview video, which I also promised to help people navigate CoinGecko and all of its features and fun. And then finally, I'm going to be releasing a video on lending and staking. So you can all learn what your options are for passive income, earning passive income off of cryptos, getting interest, making your cryptos work for you. So you get paid free cryptos as you sleep and as you're awake, 24/7, 365. The power of passive income. All right, folks, that's all for today. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. San Fran Crypto signing off.